These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, it's these rocky shores, they're home to me.
Whenever I leave here, it hurts me so, with tears in my eyes. Oh, I hate to go. There ain't no work, and the kids need new clothes. The bills need paying, so I must go.
These rocky shores, where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me.
I think to myself, where did it all go? The life I once had on the ocean's middle road. My tears in my eyes and my head in my hands, away from my family, I hope they understand.
That is these rocky shores, where I call home, it's where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores, where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me.
Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include adult volunteers play an important role at the Bright Sights Youth Center. We have footage of some buildings that reflect what the proposed education recreation complex for Burgeo might include. Sandbanks Park will soon be opening for this camping season. Some of the new street signs are up around the community. These stories plus community events, BBS Playball, Off the Rack, and more coming up after this.
Icebergs drift south. Humpbacks migrate to the north. This is the place where their paths cross. They say you can't see the icebergs for whales. Imagine that.
In a scene from prehistory, still fjords run deep, hemmed in by giant granite walls, carved by volcanoes, tectonic upheaval, 20 times as old as the Rockies. Our park. Imagine that.
To give us a better perspective on some of the things the new education recreation complex for Burgeo might include, I visited the YMCA in Grand Falls, Windsor, as well as the school in Mainland on the Port-au-Port Peninsula.
So what we're looking at is something in our college.
The YMCA in Grand Falls, Windsor houses a variety of areas aimed at promoting healthy lifestyles. The multi-purpose room is used as a gymnasium as well as for aerobics, walking programs, etc. According to the Y's coordinator, this room, the fitness room, is the most utilized part of the facility. Y also has 2 squash courts, and a swimming pool. There is also a stadium attached to the YMCA in Grand Falls, Windsor, but unfortunately it was closed for the season. After touring the YMCA in Grand Falls, Windsor, we traveled to mainland on the Port-au-Port Peninsula to view the new school community complex in that community. This gymnasium is shared by the school and the community. There's a kitchen off of the gymnasium which can be used for catering various events. As well, it is adjacent to the cafeteria for the school, which is on the other side of the kitchen. The community part of this building also houses several offices which are used by social services and other such groups, as well as meeting rooms like this one that can be used by groups wishing to meet for various reasons. The community's Family Resource Center and preschool are also in this section of the building. The Family Resource Center in this school was the first one that was set up in this area. There are several murals on the walls like this one that was painted by a local artist. The community portion of the building also houses the community's museum. The local community channel is also operated out of the building. A lot of the rooms in the building are wired up so that they can be connected to the TV studio in order to do live productions from different areas in the building. In addition to the community cable channel, a community radio station is also operated out of the building. The community library is also in the same building. It is accessible to the school as well as to the community. And then there are the classrooms for the different grades from K to 12, which are all housed in this building as well.
Il y a un monsieur qui filme, un monsieur qui filme en même temps.
Vous voulez qu'on continue la présentation?
Oui, oui, vous pouvez continuer, madame, allez-y.
Donc, ici, c'est une présentation de drogue. C'est de la vraie drogue. C'est pas des choses qui ont été remplacées pour vous montrer ce que c'était. C'est un vrai kit. Ici, en haut, qu'est-ce que c'est ça? On en a parlé tantôt.
The computer lab is equipped with all the latest state-of-the-art equipment, as is the science lab. If Burgeo is successful in obtaining a new education recreation complex, it hasn't been decided yet what the building will house. Sandbanks Provincial Park will open for this camping season on Friday, May 29th. I visited the park on Wednesday to see how things are progressing in anticipation of the opening. Sandbanks Provincial Park will officially open for this camping season on Friday, May 29th. Motorists using the park on a daily basis are reminded that they are required to have a vehicle entry permit upon entering the park. The new comfort station is also ready for operation during this camping season. The facility is equipped with male and female washrooms as well as shower facilities for both male and female. The facility also has a laundry room with 2 washers and 2 dryers. Stay with us. There's more of This Week in Review coming up in just a moment.
Houses of yellow, lime, aqua, and blue. And the world's most friendly folk. As proud to show their true colors as a street they call Jelly Bean Road. Imagine that. After you've seen the whales and the icebergs and the fjords, come witness a natural wonder. A Saturday night, St. John's, Newfoundland. Imagine that.
The Bright Sites Youth Centre is still going strong, but in order to continue to offer a place for the youth of Burgeo to go to play sports, pool, cards, darts, or just hang out, adult volunteers are needed. I spoke with Anne Bryan, adult representative of the committee at the centre on Saturday morning. And the youth centre has been open now. This is the 9th week. How are things going here?
The centre is running really well, Dave. If any, we got a book signing at the door, and if anyone wanted to see the numbers, the centre haven't went down not one weekend. It's still used constantly, and the numbers are still great.
Okay, there was some talk, first when you opened, about possibly having it open all week long in the summertime. Is that going to take place, or will it just be open on weekends, same as now?
As of right now, I would say it's just going to go for weekends because we're very short of volunteers. And in order for us to work, we need at least 20 adult volunteers a weekend. So right now we got 4 groups done up like A, B, C, and D. We got a few on a waiting list. But if we don't get more volunteers, that it's just not going to work.
So are you finding it harder to get volunteers now that the camping season is starting?
Yes, it is, Dave. A lot of people got cabins, so naturally they're going to their cabins. But if there's anybody out there who don't go anywhere on weekends, feel free to come up around the youth centre, and then maybe you change your mind and sign up and help us out with the kids.
So you're not just limited really to parents either. I guess college students that are home for the summer looking for something to do.
Oh yes, Dave, anybody at all. In fact, we had a couple university students call me last weekend, and And it was really good because we needed somebody for last Sunday evening because we were really short, so they just fitted right in. So anybody at all, you haven't got to be a parent, just any help at all.
Okay, I can see behind us here now that few of the volunteers that are here are playing sports with the kids that are here, and I understand that you encourage that as well?
Oh yes, I don't expect anybody to come up to be all dressed up. When you come up, dress up to play sports or get involved with the kids. Be a part of them. Don't just sit on the side and watch them, eh?
Okay, so what about, I think there's been some concern about where the centre is open till 12 in the night. Some kids are being allowed out to 12, but parents are wondering if they're actually staying at the centre or if they're going out around somewhere else.
Dave, I think that is true. Like last weekend in particular, it was noticed that I think there's a few kids probably wouldn't be allowed out to 12, and they're using the centre coming up, signing in, then they're leaving, which is beyond our control. But I think if parents are concerned, why not pop up to the centre at any time, look around and see if their kids are here. Like, we're not responsible to make sure they're at the centre from 7 to 12. We just can't do it, eh? But like, parents are welcome to come up here anytime and check around and make sure their kids are coming to the centre.
Okay, so really anyone that wants to drop by anytime the centre is open is more than welcome to do so, I guess.
More than welcome to come by, and like I say, most of all, we like to have your help in order to keep this centre running like it is. And like most of the kids are saying, it's a plus for them, so I think it should be a plus for the parents too, or any volunteer to come along and help us out. Right now we got a membership of 235 kids, or youth, so I think we should have at least a lot more volunteers than we got, because every kid got parents or a chaperone or something, and right now we only got enough volunteers for about 4 groups. So if you got any spare time, just a couple hours, please give us a call and we'll certainly fit you in.
Okay, so who can someone contact if they want to become a volunteer?
Well, you can contact Ada Vatcher or myself or Dave Cooper, or any of us will take your name and surely put you on a schedule to volunteer.
Okay, well, thanks for speaking with us today.
Thanks, Dave.
The new street signs ordered by council a few months back have arrived. Late last week, town employees began work replacing the street signs and poles with new ones. The new reflective street signs are easily visible after dark. Residents are reminded that council had to purchase these signs, and anyone seeing anyone damaging or vandalizing them should contact the RCMP or town office. A draw was held this past weekend for all those who had their pledges paid from the Recreation Commission telethon held 2 weeks ago. And it's been 2 weeks now since the Recreation Commission telethon. I see the thermometer has been updated. It looks like it's about $110,000 right now. How much exactly was raised at the telethon?
Dave, I think it was 12,000 or probably a little bit better, because there was a couple pledges that wasn't added in on that particular Sunday night that just got misplaced, but they are now added in. Plus there have been a couple people and a couple businesses that made pledges since. So it is, I say, 12,000 plus.
Okay, so how much of that 12,000 is left to be collected?
I say, Dave, probably approximately $600-700. Like, well, I was there Thursday and it was up a little over 7, but I would say as of yesterday, because we were going to draw for the jacket today, that I would say there was some more paid yesterday. So I'm going to say anywhere probably from $600 to $700. Either way, it might be a little bit less, it might be a little bit more, right? But we still urge the people, you know, to definitely try to get their pledges paid as soon as possible, so we can get this one all put behind us and get ready for another one.
Okay, and those pledges can be paid at the town office. Okay, and we're going to draw now for this Labatt's Light Jacket, and that's for everyone that either paid their pledge on the day of the telethon or within the last 2 weeks. Is that right?
That's right, Dave, yeah. And I think the names are all shook up, so Dave, I'll get you to put your hand in and draw out a name. And the lucky winner is Elaine Swift and Eugene Bungay. So Elaine, I guess you could pick this jacket up at the town hall, I guess.
Okay, well, once again, we'd like to thank you for speaking with us and congratulate you on a successful telethon, and remind people that if you haven't got your pledge paid yet, you can get into the town hall and get it paid.
Right on, Dave. Thanks.
Next week is Safety Week for Newfoundland and Labrador Hydro. Again this year, the grade 6 students will be doing hydro safety messages. These messages will be airing on this channel throughout the coming week, as well as on next Sunday's broadcast. Stay with us for Off the Rack community events and the BBS Playbill. All that after this.
This is the place where the dawn breaks earliest. The new year comes soonest. And the Atlantic first meets the new world. You can walk the streets of the oldest city in North America. In the far east of the Western world.
Off the Rack. This week as we scanned our tape racks, we came across a video of Coast Guard drills conducted just off Boar Island. Here's a look back now to May 16th, 1993.
Good evening and welcome to the community event segment of tonight's broadcast on Run the Green. The LOVI TV Bingo out on Wednesday was won by Lucy Savory. Congratulations, Lucy. The RBP will be holding a TV Bingo on Wednesday, May the 20th at 7 p.m. Cards are $1 each or 6 for $5 and are available from any RBP member or in most stores around town. The Governor Examiner will be in Burgeo on Wednesday, May the 20th to do written and road tests as well as photo IDs. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we will be happy to advertise it for you. You can contact the PBS office by Wednesday of each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's program. See you next week.
BBS Playbill. Join us on Monday at 7 p.m. for the panel discussion on adventure tourism. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for Pansy's Garden. Try your luck on Wednesday at 7 p.m. by playing RBP TV Bingo. Following Bingo, we will have the Ballad of Jimmy Kerr. This video comes to us from the War Ants. At 7 p.m. on Thursday, we'll have Telethon Entertainment Part 2. Join Pansy and the gang for crafts, stories, and lots of fun Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. Next week's program will be followed by Telethon Entertainment Part 3. Please stay tuned now for Telethon Entertainment Part 2. For This Week in Review, I'm Dave Cooper. Good night.